Hello, my beauties. I am trying to rock myself into being awake this morning. I've tried to go live all day, but Facebook won't let me. So I'm going to do this quick and post it pretending it's alive. But I must catch up. I've already primed my face, and this is all about Fresh Face Friday. Not a lot of effort. It's kind of like Casual Friday at work. Fresh Face Friday. Easy, little bit of effort, little bit of time, and you look great. So I've already primed my face. As we know, we go with our eyes first, so that if we make any mistakes, we don't have to start all over. I hate that. So the first thing I'm going to do is today I'm going to use our liquid eyeshadow. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to put some all over my eye here. And you can imagine that this is my all over color. And where did my... See, it's so early in the morning. Actually, it's not that early anymore, because I started out trying to do this early. But in any event, this is a Fresh Face Friday. I tried to go on my personal wall, I tried to go live on my business page, and I tried to go live on the VIP group. And each time it would load for about a half of a second, and then it would come up and say, "Great job. You posted a 0-second video. Do you want to edit it or post it?" Delete. So I was thinking just this morning, am I a high maintenance girl? Because I put makeup on probably 50 or 60% of the time. I don't like to go out without makeup. Does that make me high maintenance? Or is high maintenance more, I mean, look at my hair. And I'm not going to do too much with it, I promise you. That's part of Fresh Face Friday. Okay, I'm going to move on to my next color, which is going to be my base color. And this is still a very neutral color. And the liquid will stay liquid long enough for me to go ahead and apply it to both eyelids. And then I will gently pat my eye color in. I'm not sure why I see the light blink or going in and out as far as brightness. I do have it plugged in, so we shouldn't have any power problem. However, with the gremlins that seem to be in my iPad, so as you can see, all of my little red capillaries, any blue shadows are gone. Okay, I've been at this exactly 3 minutes. I'm going to go with my last color, and if you do not have hooded eyes, you don't have to do this. I'm doing this because I have hooded eyes, and I need to create a crease of some type. And I always pray that this works, because every time I'm on camera, something happens and my crease doesn't work out right with the liquid shadow. So I have my fingers crossed, and I'm wishing to the makeup people that they're going to help me out here and let me get a good crease. Again, this is a Fresh Face Friday. It means it's easy, it means it's quick, it means it's out the door just a couple steps. I have done my skincare already, of course, and primed my skin, which means that it's all ready to accept the next steps, which will, of course, be foundation of my choice, and then some blush. But it's not a lot that we're going to do on a Fresh Face Friday. You're still going to look put together, and you're still going to look gorgeous, but it's not going to take you a half hour to do it. You're going to get in and out quickly. So I will go back, and now I am going to take a blending brush, and for this I'm going to go about midway down the barrel of the brush, because this is a pretty dark it's one of those days. This is a pretty dark hooded eye color, so I want to make sure that I blend that in nicely. It is beautiful colors. All of these are beautiful colors. And whether your preference is powder shadow, cream to powder, liquid like this, whatever your preference is, ladies, we got it for you. Okay, I'm going to even out this side just a little bit. And like I said, Fresh Face Friday means it's easy peasy. So I'm going to go right from there. I know that they're nice and even. I'm going to take a quick, swift brush through my eyebrows. Make sure that there's no white in there from shadow or anything. And I am not going to do anything to my brows because it's Fresh Face Friday. All right, I am warming my mascara, as always, where I'm supposed to be warming my mascara. You can sit on your mascara if you sit while you do your mascara. I'm standing this time, so I have it in between in my bra. That helps to warm the mascara and helps make it more liquid, just easier to apply all the way around. As always, with any Younique mascara, you get tons of product. It's filled to the rim. Just take any of that excess off. Make sure you get the corner off. And as I always preach, make sure you do your bottom lashes first. You do your bottom lashes first so that when it comes, if you had done your top lashes first, and look what I just did. Well, this is a good chance to show you why we don't put face makeup on first. Exactly what I just did. The reason we do the lower lashes first is if you do your top lashes first and they're still wet as you look like this to put your bottom lashes on, your top lashes are wet with mascara and they're touching the top of your brow bone here and they're creating little black dots. And those aren't cool. So here is a good, perfect time to show why we do eyes first. As you can see, I globbed mascara there. I did not get enough off the end and it deposited itself on my skin. So I'm not going to panic about it. I'm going to let it dry, okay? And I'm just going to go ahead and do this side's lower lashes. And as you'll notice, I did not go back into the tube and grab any more product. I'm going to first do it with the spoolie not having gone back in, because there should be plenty of product left on this wand to do these bottom lashes without having to go in again. Generally, if you're getting very clumpy lashes, it's because you are putting too much product on at one time. Liken it to putting nail polish on. If you find you're in a hurry and you put on a couple coats that are thicker instead of thin because you're trying to get done and then they never dry, and 2 hours later you get a big gash in it because it still isn't dry, it's basically the same thing here. You don't want to apply more than you need. I won't even have to comb through these lashes. That's one of the lovely things about this new Twist mascara. Okay, I am going to continue to let the blob on my lower lid dry, and you will see how I fix that as we continue to go. I don't use both spoolies on my lower lashes generally, especially on a Fresh Face Friday. I will use both spoolies today on my upper eyelashes just to show you how it works. And you could go through 2 or 3 times. I first go in with the smaller the smaller spoolie. What is my problem? The smaller spoolie. We'll get it right. No, I haven't been drinking. And as always, I am going to tip my head back and I'm going to deposit the product at the base of my lash line. That's what we're going to concentrate on. Don't worry about pulling it up through your lash yet. Just concentrate on getting a nice, even base along your lash line here. When you have a brand new tube, it won't happen unless you really wiped too much off. But once in a while, you may have to go in and get a little more mascara if you have wiped it too dry. Now, because we're going for a Fresh Face Friday look, I am only going to darken my lashes and lengthen them slightly because we're going for a natural look. So, beautiful. One coat with the small spoolie. Maybe I should just call it a wand. How can you screw up wand? Okay, we are now on to the second spoolie, which is more of a comb type and much larger. Again, I'll tip my head way back. The purpose of this wand is to distribute the product evenly. And with this, we are going to bring it all the way out to the end of the lashes, from the bottom to the end. From the bottom to the end, or top as you prefer. If you have a problem with a zigzag motion, you can always blink. Blinking is a wonderful way to separate as well as get a nice coat of mascara on those lashes. So try blinking if the zigzag motion is difficult for you. There we are, Fresh Face Friday. That eye is completely done and no comb. That's what amazes me. You know that I'm a person who loves dual products. I love multi-purpose like rose water and beauty oil and so many of our others that are multi-purpose products. I love that. And I love to have my lashes looking good and separated, so I have been separating my lashes with a comb for years. This is the first mascara that I have not had to use a comb to separate my lashes after application. So again, I'm going to go in just at the bottom base primarily, and I'm going to try to get a nice amount evenly distributed onto the bottom part of my lashes, closest to the lash line again. And again, depending on how you want your look to be, will be how much you put on. Am I having trouble with the English language this afternoon, or is it just me? Holy cow. I've never been much of a morning person, so there is that. So I'm going to make sure that I have put the amount on that I want. I could go in for more product if I wanted to at this point, but we're on a Fresh Face Friday, which means simple and easy. So I'm going to go directly into the larger comb type spoolie. I got it right. And I will now bring that product all the way through to the tip of the lash. And again, if the zigzag motion is difficult for you, and the zigzag motion is a great way to separate lashes as well as build length, but if the zigzag motion is difficult for you or you haven't mastered it yet, just try blinking. Blinking will give you the same effect. It also helps to curl those lashes. And just like that, basically one coat of mascara, eyes done. because it's Fresh Face Friday. So I'm doing no liner. I'm doing none of that. So eyes done. Ooh, ooh. Okay, so I told you that I was going to show you why it's important to do what we do in putting our eyes on first. It's exactly because of the mistake I made. Now what I'm desperately looking for is my e.l.f. Fix Everything pen, which I have 500 of them. And do you suppose I could put my little mitts on one right here? Nope, I can't. So you know what? We're going to fix it like we don't have one, the way you would have to fix it. So the first thing I'm going to do is we have gone ahead and we have let that mascara dry, and chances are that if my brush were dry, I would be able to fleck this mascara away, and it's working. If you let the mascara dry, most often you'll be able to come in with a firm, stiff brush after the fact and remove that mascara. It's amazing. No more blob. Everything looks super. Now, if you had already done under here, that could have been a disaster. I am going to start with my concealer. This is our amazing brand new concealer. It's soft, it's liquidy, it's silky, it's hydrating, it's moisturizing. The coverage is absolutely unbelievable. It does not set in your wrinkles. Now remember, we want to go with a V, not the U right underneath here. Take it easy right near your eye area, as that's where you are the most wrinkled. And remember that this particular concealer dries very, very quickly. The consistency is nice and thin. I wouldn't call it runny, I would call it thin, which makes it very, very movable, very workable. I am still a little bit in the learning process. This is only about the 4th or 5th time I have used the concealer, and as you can see, it's a learning curve. I can't wait too long on this one, so I need to get over here and get going with it. When you are working with this concealer and you have made your V shape, you want to make sure that you are moving the product down and out. Okay? We don't want a bunch of product sitting right here. So we want to be moving it down, move it down, and then take what's left in the brush and move it up. Okay? Simple as that. Move it down, move it down, move it down, and then take the excess and get that right up under your eye. Now I think, or I know, I can tell already that I applied too much right in this beginning area, which doesn't make me happy, but it has definitely made it so I'm going to have to do a little bit of quick correction here. I'm going to draw it out so that it looks like I started with a lighter inner corner. And who is going to know the difference? Because nobody knows what I started with, right? And no one knows what my intention was. Okay. I'm also going to cover up this and this and all of these that are sprouting. I'm not sure if it's change of the weather. And then I am going to take a very slightly damp Beauty Blender. Slightly damp. And I am going to push that gently into my skin. This blends beautifully. This new concealer has so many colors to choose from that there is no way possible there isn't one for you. Concealer, done. What I'm going to do for a quick, heavens, I can't think today. What I'm going to do for a quick Friday fresh face is my my spray foundation, because I love it and it's light and airy. Make sure you spray that. Always put that in the middle so that, again, you are working product out, and out. You don't want blobs of product on the outer parts of your skin. And you don't want too much product anywhere. So depending upon your personal preference, whether you like to stipple like this or whether you like to swirl, both are effective. Our kabuki brush is an amazing kabuki brush. I use it with our spray foundation. I use it with my mineral pressed powder foundation. I absolutely love it. And as you saw, I think I used 2 sprays. And that's it. I'm going to take one more quick spray here. Having a lot of redness around my chin, nose, and lip area, and I don't know what's going on. Beautiful finish. Now, as you know or should know, with our spray foundation, you need to set it with powder in order to make it non-transferable. So now that I've stippled it everywhere I want it to be, I am going to go in and swirl. That way I make sure that I have applied it on every single inch. There is nothing that has not been covered. Go down here, make sure that you have no line whatsoever. Not a noticeable line, no line whatsoever. There doesn't need to be, and there shouldn't be ever a line. Okay, Fresh Face Friday. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to apply my powder to set. See, I knew I'd forget one thing. Hang with me 1 second. Beg your pardon. Into my Behold setting powder. Get all the excess off. Oh, I think that's funny when you see that in the camera. Looks like little sparkles flying around. Okay, that's all it takes. It doesn't take a lot. You're just setting it. Remember to go downward. You don't ever want to go up with powder, except on your nose. It's not a big deal. Otherwise, it will get caught on the little peach fuzz that we all have. Okay, technically, our powder has now set our foundation. It's an easy peasy, quick Friday. So the only thing left to do is a little bit of cheek color to give us some dimension back now that we have created a blank canvas with our foundation. Oh, we're getting better already. However, we're coming up on 25 minutes, and this should be about 15. However, I yap. And if you don't yap, it doesn't take as long. Not going to use any bronzer, so I'll just take a little bit of my blush color and just move it around a little bit. Give myself some color all over. Go in one more time and blend everything. And again, because we are in an Easy Peasy Friday, my lovely finishing spray, which I will do because I love how it makes my skin look. I love the way I love the way my skin feels. And it takes away any chance of a powdery look that you might gain from using too much or having too many powdery products. Just a light type of lip gloss, and there you go. There's your Fresh Friday. Nice eyelashes, a nice finish. There you are, sitting at home. Go out the door for some errands. This is even good enough to head off to work on a casual Friday. So, thanks for sticking with me. I hope you have a great day. Till I see you again, be safe, be kind, and until next time, I'll see you. Bye, my beauties.